How did Anthony Patero go from this to this? Let's find out. At the time of writing this video, Anthony has uploaded exactly 100 videos he considers, brackets, every anthpo video, and I just found that kind of cool. Interestingly enough, his first upload, which was in 2018, which was basically 2019, over 2.5 years after his channel's creation, isn't featured in said creator playlist. But, that guy Glenn's Toby Fox video somehow made it into the list. Good to know Anthony hasn't lost his sense of humor. And after that now short, Ant only continued to grow. His first 17 videos consist of very similar things. Him dossing, for everyone non-British in the audience, that means having fun with, his friends and random people in his high school, whether that be him in or out of costume. Most, if not all, are incredibly notable, not just because of their view counts, or because these were his random equal funny days, but what made them truly entertaining were his charisma, confidence, and huge. From him simply handing out pictures of Fat Yoshi, or defending his high school as Ben 10, or even buying all the cookies at lunch. On his final day, might I add, like, he literally bought all the cookies on his last day of high school. And that leads me on nicely to the next segment. It's really not that hard to see that Anthony is an incredibly caring person. Yeah, he plans, films, and edits his videos, but the care he puts into said plans, the intricacy he weaves into his filming, and the time and effort he puts into editing quite literally bleeds out of every single video. When exiting high school, in his Life Advice from a Doofus video, he said,
I wouldn't consider myself much of a personality.
And had a heart-to-heart with whoever was watching about whatever they're passionate about. Just do that thing. And how ideas are what mean everything. Not being particularly talented or a genius. It's irrelevant when you have an idea and a group of friends there to support you. But we'll get to them later. First, it's TikTok time.
답장 that's my best 사실 못 봐. I lied again. 그건데 못 본 척해서 미안해 근데 하루가 지나가 난 아직 나도 몰라 거울 속에 비치는 모습 못 알아봐. Man in the mirror. It's so nice to meet ya.
What you just saw was a very shitty edit of Mr. Poe's quarantine, as he moved into a house that nobody asked for, a TikTok house, where he made lots of parodies of some of the best fiction out there, that he actually continues to make to this day on cinematic masterpieces. They're obviously 100% professional, and in no way filmed in front of a green screen. I mean, look at the perfect quality of every episode of Breaking Bad. Ignore Sneeko. Actually, let me find a better example. The Avatar trilogy, oh my god, yes, perfect. It's literally peak fiction. And Ant did it so well, oh my god, yes. Wait, hold up. You said you wanted modern day anthpo? Dude, I said wait. I kind of realized that I forgot to mention the months leading up to quarantine, basically the second half of 2019, and until February 2020, Anthony yet again ruined the education system with the Perry onesie, brought feudalism to college, did the first in what I can only describe as a series of unlicensed dairy-themed therapy sessions, collabed with Caroline Cornstar, gave Henry a body pillow, lost an Asian beauty pageant due to being the only cork there, reviewed white people, college, and then proceeded to start with cinematic masterpieces. So, in short, the story so far. Ant made content until graduating from high school in 2019, then after summer, he joined Rutgers and began the content rampage until lockdown. Moved into the house, then made all of his parodies, and now, with the end of the house that nobody asked for, and society slowly returning to normal, like most people, but unlike most content creators, Ant went back to college. And here's where my favorite portion of his content starts. After moving into the cheapest piece of real estate close enough to Rutgers, Anthony began his journey into what I consider his peak, if you can even call it that. He never really fell off. Just keep with me here. It's time to introduce you to the ACU, one person at a time. I was going to use the term characters, but unlike the house that nobody asked for days, Anthony isn't playing anymore. He's just filming real events and making some kick-ass memories. So let's begin, shall we? Ant's day one, and best friend since basically childhood, is Kieran. He's chaotic and a cunning man, who is quick to get into Ant's antics. Kieran has been with Anthony pretty much every step of the way, and I don't believe the channel would be the same without him. Henry is the designated straight man of the group. Ant's ex-cameraman and still roommate, Henry is, in my opinion, one of the most iconic members of the anthpo cinematic universe, due to his previous camera abilities and now unlocked personality, that being the best side who had ever kicked. And him and Zoe are literally so cute. That birthday play duet honestly brought me to tears. Now, Zoe is the perfect example of what I'm going to call the anthpo impact. As I've said in one of my comments on his college kid presentation night video, throughout the ACU, she's really come out of her shell and definitely gotten involved in some of Anthony's best videos. And then there's Colin. I can't lie, Colin is an interesting case. As Nikos said in his anthpo analysis,
as the videos go on, he really comes to his own. This Colin guy, he just kind of gets into it.
And now I'm coining the term the anthpo impact, as this is another great example. Anthony just meets people through life, absorbs them into the content and his normal circles, and they form both genuine bonds and work fantastically in his videos. It's quite literally the biggest dub that could occur. Apart from Enzo, he's won a lot. Hanbon is the deuteragonist. You can say what you want about all the other members. Kieran made the anthpo day one, but shit, Hanbon is Rutgers day one, man. She's been present in the vast majority of new gen anthpo stuff, from his Tinder beach walk to Des for Swears, the Pitbull concert, along with Paige.
You're an imbecile, you're intelligent, slow, you're a Roma vile.
The okpop aficionado. Her and Bon sing so beautifully, it's baffling. But Berto also bangs. Abby is a good little companion for her. The joke is he's like 6'3".
The nurse thinks I'm making up the voices in my head.
Quick rest in peace to Anka and Chris. Costa Rica was a classic, which is yet another instance of Anthony's genuineness. He made entire videos dedicated to his friends for various reasons. Paige, Hannah, and Kieran all have dedicated birthday videos. And as I said earlier, so is Henry. And most likely lost money making these, but that's not what's important. What really matters is those memories. Chuck E. Cheese, the birthday play, and who could forget the tea party? For none other than the one and only Janice. Janice is actually a sweetheart. I've spoken to her a couple times through her Blender account on Instagram, which 120% deserves a follow. Seriously, go straight after this, as she's just as passionate as Anthony is about what he creates. Oh yeah, sorry to break the immersion again. Anthony is still releasing videos as this script is being written and recorded. Today it's May 7th, 2023, and he just released his final PowerPoint night, where Enzo got his revenge, again, and Billy absolutely flamed him. That was probably the most fun I've had watching one of his videos for the first time in like a week. Ant's videos are always entertaining, dumbass. Now for a lightning round of James, Jess, Josh, and Gavin. They've all been scattered about here and there. James is a fashionista. Jess has a damn mean throwing arm. Josh plays a good gorilla and is a financial genius. And Gavin knows sign language and does a pretty good Guy Fieri impression. Now a haiku to all the Paul fans. Don't despair, for I did not forget your treasured bear. Paul is loved by a page so thin. Disaster not, disaster sin. Paul is love, Paul is life. Now on to more of Anthony's strife.
Oh, I paused it. I think there's a universe now.
Bill is damn right about that. So, now I've run through most of the notable members, let's wrap this up with some of Ant's most unique feats. Sorry, did you say feats? Yeah, I did actually. Who else could sell feet pics through incredibly iconic merchandise? Only Mr. Patero could. Who else could host multiple PowerPoint classes, the SATs on top of business electives, and have such a way with words? Only the professor could. Who else could win a volleyball tournament in anime uniforms, coach a Filipino basketball team, yet again, in anime uniforms, and host 2 Nerf tournaments? Or 2 Wii tournaments? You guessed it, a true sports professional. You think I'm done? No! Who else could win a Korean beauty pageant while being white and start a non-Korean K-pop group? Who else could trick Enzo into dressing in a chicken costume for winning so many of his previous videos and torturing him in whitewater rafting? Not Tony P, that's for damn sure. Saving the innocent, 20 miles on a beach, 200,000 beans, over 200 million views throughout 5 channels. His main channel started because of an idea. He may have considered himself untalented or unspecial, but his tenacity, generosity, and passion for what he does is unmatched and is just an inspiration. An icon, if you will. No, seriously, name someone else with 5 channels. Anthony, when winning Mr. KSA 2022, said the line, "Try a little harder," as a bit for his show. While he may have ended it as a joke, it resonated with me, because that's not just what all of his channels are about, but he himself is about. Anthony Patera is a massive tryhard. If he puts his mind to something, whether that be a dumb video idea, a treat for his friends, or even the making of something entirely original, he literally tries so unbelievably hard to make it work. Practice and just pure effort are his bread and butter, and I doubt you will ever see anyone as insane as Anthony to do all the things he has. The lengths he will go for the funny, or more importantly, his friends and family. It really is fantastic. Anthony motivates me to do better in life, to spread the love to those I can, because I know one day I'll be the one graduating. And me, being the nostalgia junkie I am, couldn't get enough of what he produced. But now that's coming to an end. I hope you can all appreciate this wonderful man and his wonderful friends and their wonderful videos. Go watch them. Then go do something you love. This is only a tiny dent into the enormous ACU. I assure you, I have barely scratched the surface. I know the content will still be here. I know it'll certainly keep me content, but it's a real shame to see him go after this wonderful journey. Saying goodbye is a beautiful and sad thing. It puts a bow on memories, but it also allows you to start anew. So Anthony, from the bottom of my heart, for whatever you do next, like you said, do something. Be nice, be cool. The power of friendship.
Come here right now.
Can't get over how like comically beautiful this place is. Like it's like a Ghibli film or something.